It's no secret that twice exceptional students have deep-seated interests. However, just being interested in something simply isn't enough. We need our students to do more. One of the most common questions that I've been getting lately is parents asking me, how can I help my student find their passion and figure out what they're going to do in life? And moreover, how will I know they're going to be successful? If you can relate to that, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you 3 tips that can help your student to find their passion and figure out what they are going to do. Tip number 1, we're going to start by surveying their learning. Have your student write down or type out what it is that they like to learn and where they like to learn. For example, what podcasts are they listening to? What threads do they follow on Discord? What are they looking at when they're on YouTube? Get them to write down what they're learning and where they're learning it, and then set a 5-minute timer and encourage them to observe any trends or commonalities in all of the content that they're intaking. Step number 2, focus on passion. Step number 1 was all about figuring out what it is they like to learn. Step number 2 is figuring out why. Encourage your student to figure out what energizes them. After all, what is passion but figuring out what energizes us? What charges our batteries? What keeps us up late at night? And what gets us up early in the morning? Have your student do the following 5-minute journaling activity. Encourage them to write down, and it's key that they don't judge the writing process, what their day-to-day life might be like if there weren't parent pressures, college pressure, or any concerns about money. What would they do with their time? And most importantly, why? Finally, we're going to move on to step number 3, arguably the most important step, creating the value proposition statement. In the beginning, I said it's not enough to just be interested. And that's true. Our twice exceptional learners are the future problem solvers of the world. And if they're just caught up in learning all the time, then they're not going to be able to solve the problems. We need our 2E children to go out and solve those problems. And to do that, they must create value-solving statements or value propositions. This is where they're going to put it all together and answer the what, the who, and the why. First, what? What value are they adding? Or what problem are they solving with their deep-seated passion and interest? 2, for whom are they solving this problem? Encourage them to be specific. Dream up their avatar. Is it a millennial that spends a lot of time on Reddit and has a hard time figuring out consistencies when they're browsing after their IT job ends or whatever it may be? Encourage them to be specific. And then step 3, why? Why does the group that they're helping need this? What burning desire does it solve specifically for them? Now, quick disclaimer before you go ahead and rush into doing this. This is a lot of reflection and it can be quite draining on your students. I encourage you to perhaps batch step 1 and 2 together and then take a day's break at least before going into step 3. Finally, take a look at the attached resource below this video to facilitate your students' reflection process. If this is a valuable resource for you, please head over to youngscholarsacademy.org and check out many other fantastic resources that have been created to help students just like your own.